Now this section here at the back, I recommend gravitating towards at the beginning of your planning process. Congratulations on your engagement. Now that you are engaged, it's time to start planning that wedding. Something that I wanted to point out is just how important it is to make sure that you have a wedding planner that's made really well, not only for the duration that you're using it, because you're going to be taking this in and out of a lot of places, opening it up, closing it all of the time, but this is going to turn into a really precious keepsake item that you're going to want to go through later on in life, maybe even pass down to one of your kids. I really like the quality of this one, but it's organized in a way to where it makes planning so simple. Let me zoom in closer and I'll show you everything that's inside. When you order yours, it does come in this really nice box, and I recommend keeping this because when you're done planning and the wedding has happened, you're going to want to have a really nice place to be able to store your book back into. Now the company did a few things that make such a big difference with the quality of this planner. We do have a spiral bound here, but it is open here. I prefer this because we have a little portion right here to be able to grip onto. Plus it makes opening and closing this a lot easier. We do have these metal edges here, so you're not going to have to worry about anything getting damaged. Now, if you don't like this print, it is available in another one as well. We have a blank back to this. You can leave it blank, but you can also decorate this if you wanted to. Now, this is a matte texture with that foiling here in the front, so it just looks really elegant. If something gets on this, it's very easy to wipe this clean. And I did want to show you that this is not too thick. You can actually put this inside of your handbag if you have one that's a larger size. As soon as you open this up, the first thing you'll see is we have a little pocket here. It comes in handy to be able to put things like little notes, little receipts, and you're also going to get these really nice stickers. They're not only nice, but they're very practical. You're going to be able to use these throughout your planner. For the first section here, you can go ahead and put the name and the date. Everything in this planner was designed to make it to where you really don't have to think of anything. You just fill in all the blanks. You could put a picture right here. We also have memories to cherish. It's nice that you have some prompted questions in the way that you do. In here, we have a timeline, so it's broken down into certain sections right before your wedding. That way you can decide what should be done in these particular areas. This continues all the way through up until 1 week prior to the wedding. You have an undated calendar on here, which is fantastic because it doesn't matter when you get this planner. It also doesn't matter when you plan on starting this. You can go ahead and then fill in all of the blanks on your own. You have each section with these built-in dividers here, so it makes it very easy to stay organized. There's a budgeting section right here with different things that you can fill in, making sure that you're staying on track when it does come to the budget. If you needed to add in additional things in any portion of this planner, there are additional sections on everything. You also have your venues and your music section right here, so you can go ahead and then choose everything that you need, filling in all of the blanks for things like your DJ or your band name, and there's additional note paper anywhere that you need it as well. You have your guest planning, which is probably going to be the section that you're going to go to the most. The company goes over some additional tips on here, and you're going to get everything in a template style, so it makes it very simple to be able to make sure that you're doing things like including somebody, and it just makes it a lot easier to have something like this to where you can simply mark off whether or not you sent an invitation or whether or not somebody is attending. They really did not forget anything with this. You have your seating plans that are built into this as well. And something that I love is we even have our table arrangement here. You can create your own table layouts in this section. And right over here, you have attire and beauty. So this is where you could put in all of your fashion items, making sure that your checklist is complete and that everything is totally done before your big day. This is not only for you, this is for your groom and your wedding party as well. This goes over your hair and your makeup. And then we have some additional note sections here. You also have the catering and the bakery sections right here. It makes it so handy to have all of the information in one place so that you don't forget who you contacted. Your photography, your videographer information can go right in here as well. There's also a section for the florals and the decor. This even allows you to list things like the website and the address as well as different prices. So when you're calling or if you have somebody else helping you, everybody can use this in order to keep everybody on the same page. Now, when it comes to the actual day, this is fantastic because this is going to allow you to create a timeline, roles, and transportation. Here, this has the event from start to finish. And if there's any section on here that you're not going to need, then you don't need to fill it out, or you could just cross it off altogether. When it comes to honeymoon planning, the company even included this section here. You could put all of your flight information here. You can actually copy this to make sure that everybody else knows where you're going to be at as well. Certain activities or excursions that you might want to do. Now, this section here at the back, I recommend gravitating towards at the beginning of your planning process. The reason for that is because the company puts so many cool things in here. You're prompted by color aesthetics to see what it is that you actually like. But then if you look in here, the company gives you you some color schemes and some different ideas. So you can kind of gauge which flowers you might want to use, the average price, and it even tells you that depending on what time of the year that it is. We have different etiquette things that are also gone over here. You can use this in order to be able to find your essentials. These are all things just to kind of get your wheels turning so that you have a better idea of things, even how to set a table, for example. There's centerpiece information in here as well, different resources that you can go to. So this really is an all-in-one. And in the very back here, you have some additional note sections. There's also a little pocket back here as well. And when it comes to the actual cardstock of this, it's the very thick, good quality kind. So if you want to use a gel pen, you're not going to have to worry about things bleeding through. And because of how well protected this is the type of thing that is going to hold up and then last for a really long time. I like this a lot. I'm really glad that the company sent me this to try, and hopefully this helps.